From the towering peaks of the Woolajezi Mountain in Lofa County to the golden plains of Bomi River Basin, through the verdant greens of the Sapo National Park, a place where monkeys whisper secrets and pygmy hippos tread unseen, from the valleys to the roaring coasts of Monrovia, Buchanan, Harper, and Robertsport. These are the voices that travel unfiltered, uncaged, and unstoppable. Welcome to the Liberian Voices Unfiltered, the platform where we speak the languages of the land, celebrate the cultures of our people, beat the drums of our tribes, and dance to the rhythms of our identity. This platform is more than just a broadcast. It's a movement, a megaphone for the people. No scripts, no sugarcoating, no stage management, just the truth, pure, bold, and proudly Liberian. Tune in, turn up the volume, and join your host, George Senator Sibo, the Pan-Africanist, shaking the mic, breaking the silence, and speaking for the nation and its people. The Liberian Voices Unfiltered. All hail, Liberia hail. It is raw, it is real, it is authentic. From the bushes to the beaches, this is our voices, our truth, and our story. It must be heard.
Tune into the heartbeat of Mama Liberia, where truth meets the people and every voice is heard. This is Liberian Voices Unfiltered. Oh, we're speaking truth tonight. Liberia, let your voices rise. Oh. From the streets of Monrovia to the hills of Nimba, we're bringing light where the truth's been hindered. Politics and power, let's break it down.
Oh, we're speaking truth tonight. Let your voices rise.
From the streets of Monrovia to the hills of Nimba, we're bringing light where the truth's been hindered. Politics and power, let's break it down. Talk the real, no mask, no crown. Economy shaking, but we still stand tall. Business and trade, we can uplift all. From the youth to the elders, we all gotta say, unfiltered voices paving the way. Liberian Voices Unfiltered.
Yeah, we tell it how it is.
Liberian Voices Unfiltered.
The people's mic, the nation.
Liberian Voices Unfiltered. From Lofa to Cape Mount, we talk the truth that really counts. Oh! Liberian Voices Unfiltered.
Your story, your power, your sound.
Voices Unfiltered.
Hey, yeah.
Liberian Voices Unfiltered.
Hey, your story, your power, your sound.
Healthcare, education, we go discuss. From clinics to classrooms, who can we trust? Social justice, human rights, we shine in truth like city lights. Public policy, rule of law, building Liberia strong and raw. Trade and commerce, business flow, empower the people, help us grow.
So what we talking about?
Who we talking for?
The people shatter.
Unfiltered minds, unfiltered dreams, telling our stories by any means. Culture and faith, we rise above, united in truth, united in love.
Our voices echo across the sea. Liberia strong, bold and free.
Liberian Voices Unfiltered.
Liberian
Voices Unfiltered. The people's might, the nation's mirror. Unfiltered. Praiseful to Kakata, Hapa to Bonga. We talking real, we talking stronger. Liberian Voices Unfiltered.
story, your power, your
Liberian
sound.
Voices Unfiltered. Liberian Voices Unfiltered.
Yeah, your story, your power, your sound.
Politics, peace talks, power and pain. Who gains, who loses, we call the names. Youth rising, leaders in motion. We stirring truth like a wave in the ocean. From diaspora dreams to the homeland cries, we lift the
Well, good evening, fellow Liberians. Welcome wherever you are and how well you're listening to me tonight. I want to say welcome to the Liberian Voices Unfiltered, the program where we speak truth to power, where we express things the way they ought to be, where we present evidence to our listeners, we present facts, and we are open to cross-checking any fact that we present. Tonight, we will be bringing you another fascinating topic. We urge you to share our video, comment, encourage your friends and family and loved ones to watch our video, to follow us, share, and make a comment. We're going to be providing you some good information tonight. So please, as you can hear my voice, I'm a little bit on the weather, meaning I'm not too okay. The place is getting very cool over here in the U.S. So, but it is part of our duty and responsibility to inform our population, our Liberian people in Liberia and around the world as to happenings that is going on. So we encourage everyone to share our video. Today's topic is going to be very interesting. The roles of civil society groups in nation building. We're going to be asking the question that are our civil society leaders, are they guiding national leaders? That is what we're going to be looking at today. We've got a lot of information on those groups, on those people that we're talking about. So we are encouraging you to follow our page, like our Facebook page, follow our YouTube, subscribe to our channel, and then we can go on from there. So tonight, we are going to be going deep into most of this topic on our roles of the civil society groups, what they're supposed to be doing, and what are some things that we expect from them. And what are some of the things that they are not doing? And because they are not doing some of those things, what happens? Some of the effect. Is it affecting the youth? Is it affecting the elderly? Is it affecting the general population? Civil society group silence. How impactful it is on our country, Liberia. So we're going to be delving deep into that. So I ask you to share the live, encourage your friends and family to watch us, follow us, give a comment. We're going to be reading some of the comments. So we want you to actually follow the show tonight so that you can give your comment and we can all run the show together. And for those that want to participate in the show, we have the link is already posted on the live comment. You can click in, try to join the show. We can bring you in for a couple of minutes or one or two times so that you can give your comment. We appreciate everyone coming to join. So right after this theme song, tonight I'm not going to be holding you a very long time. Right after the theme song, we're going to be going deep down into this. As I said, my voice is not too clear because I'm a little bit on the weather. The place is cold. I'm suffering from cold. So I just do this because it's part of our civic responsibility. So our topic today is going to be very, very interesting. The roles of civil society groups in nation buildings. Are our civil society leaders, are they guiding our national leaders? Are they providing the requisite guardians? Are they cautioning the leadership in terms of what is wrong and what is right and what needs to be done right? So tonight we will take just a couple of your time and so we can delve deep into this topic. So right after the theme song, I'll be coming back and then we can begin from right there. Thank you. Stay tuned.
Yeah. You're tuned into the heartbeat of Mama Liberia, where truth meets the people and every voice is heard. This is Liberian Voices Unfiltered.
Oh, we're speaking truth tonight. Liberia, let your voices rise.
From the streets of Monrovia to the hills of Nimba, we're bringing light where the truth's been hindered. Politics and power, let's break it down. We talk the real, no mask, no crown.
Economy shaking, but we still stand tall. Business and trade, we can uplift all. From the youth to the elders, we all gotta say. Unfiltered voices paving the way.
Liberian Voices Unfiltered. Yeah, we tell you how it is, no filter. Liberian Voices Unfiltered. The people's mic, the nation's mirror. From Bukana to Bong, from Lofa to Cape Town, we talk the truth that really counts. Liberian Voices Unfiltered. Yeah.
So, fellow Liberians, again, I want to say welcome to the platform, the Liberian Voices Unfiltered. The platform where we present the facts, we say things the way they ought to be, we say it raw, we say it provide you authentic information, give you information that other people are not willing to talk about. What do we care to lose? Nothing. We are not on their payroll. We don't care. We intend to bring the information to Liberian people raw and unfiltered. So as usual, before we begin our show, we usually start with our food for thought. So for today's topic, like I said in my previous podcast, the food for thought is tailored toward the current topic under discussion. So every food for thought that we bring in is going to be mainly focused on what we are talking about. So for today's food for thought, I will display it right now. Yes, so our food for thought says, when civil society is silent, the leadership becomes loud. The bad leadership becomes loud. Liberia can only move forward when the people's watchdog wake up and speak truth to power. I take that again. Once civil society group is silent, bad leadership becomes loud. Liberia can only move forward when the people watchdog wake up and speak truth to power. So that is our food for thought for today. And we are going to be delving straight down into our topic on a discussion. So I urge you to share the live. You can give your comment. We're going to be, if you don't want your comments to be posted out, we're not going to post it out. If you get any information that you think we need to present to the general public, please let us know. We will provide those information accordingly, and we will be able to provide guidance to our people as to what is unfolding in our country. Liberia as a nation and Liberian as a people deserves better. We are to tell the truth to our people so they can know what is obtainable. So thank you, and then stay tuned as we get into this. So again, our fellow Liberians at home and abroad, welcome to another powerful edition of the Liberian Voices Unfiltered. Tonight, we turn our attention to the subject that sits at the heart of every functioning democracy, but one that is often misunderstood or overlooked in our society: the indispensable role of civil society group in guiding national leadership. So we are looking at the roles of civil society group in nation building. Are they actually providing the guidance and leadership that our people need, the leaders need? Civil society is the engine of accountability. It is the conscience of the nation. These groups exist to represent the voices of ordinary citizens, to scrutinize leadership, offer solutions, and raise alarm when policies go wrong, and push government toward decision that serves the people. In a country like Liberia, where our history includes conflict, corruption, exclusion, abuse of power, and weak institutions, the role of civil society is not optional. It is necessary for functional survival. Yet in recent years, Liberians have noticed a troubling trend. Our civil society groups are becoming quieter. They are becoming weaker. They are becoming spineless. They are becoming a toothless bulldog. Some are underfunded, of course we know that. Some are uncompromised. Some are compromised. All of them. In fact, I will always say this: all of our civil society groups have been compromised, especially the ones that have to do with the council of churches and all the people that are supposed to speak truth to power. Some are politically aligned, and some have simply lost the fire and courage that defined them decades ago. Youth unemployment rise, corruption grows, and remain unchecked. Policies are made without consultation, and national leadership operates without meaningful oversight. Tonight, we'll be examining what civil society in Liberia should be doing, the specific groups involved, their rightful duty, and how their silence affect the nation, especially the youth, and what needs to change. So just grab a seat, sit down, put data on your phone if you can, and get ready for a deep, truthful conversation that the country desperately needs. So there are some questions that we need some answers to, some strong questions that we need to ask out there. Are civil society groups in Liberia too silent today? Are they becoming silent? And then for me, I will tell you the answer is yes. Many groups that are becoming very silent, and some of them, they are attributed to lack of funding, they are attributed to lack of independence, or lack of courage to do what they were actually funded to do. Some are politically connected, which limit their willingness to challenge government. Civil society group will be funded on a principle. After a while, those principles will die down. Those principles will go away. Those principles will just go away simply because the leaders of those groups, either they have gotten employment with government, either somebody is there making them to go silent, or either they are benefiting one way or the other. So let us look at some major civil society groups in Liberia, some civil society actors, and what it's supposed to be doing to help our nation to grow. Let us look at our center, the Center for Transparency, Accountability in Liberia. They call themselves Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia. So Center is one of Liberia's leading anti-corruption advocacy organizations. Its role is to monitor government's spending, track public procurement, report financial misuse, and keep the spotlight on integrity in public offices. Center should be producing quarterly report evaluating ministries, agencies, concessions, and public corporations. Its purpose is to prevent corruption before it even becomes a national disaster. They are expected to pressure the legislature to pass strong anti-corruption laws and to push for transparency in national budget. Is Center doing that today? Center, are they doing it? The Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia, Center, are they doing that today? Looking at their role, are they playing their role? The answer is no. Center are not doing that because most of their leaders have been bought, have been corrupted. Let us look at the Liberia Council of Churches, one of the most powerful civil society groups in our nation, the Liberia Council of Churches. Historically, the Liberia Council of Churches play a major role during the civil conflict. They do peace negotiation. They were involved with healing of the nation. Today, the Liberia Council of Churches is expected to provide moral guidance to national leaders, reminding them of ethical governance, reminding them of justice, reminding them of national unity. The LSCC should speak when the policies harm the people, when corruption rises, or when human rights abuses occur. That's what the Liberia Council of Churches should be doing. Speaking truth to power, letting national leadership know that some things they are doing, they are not right. Anywhere they go wrong in their policies, when there is misuse of justice, the Liberia Council of Churches should be able to speak to that. Is the LCC doing that today? No, they are not doing that. The Liberia Council of Churches have become even more political. They are very corrupt. They have become very corrupt. They are muted on national issues. They are quiet on national issues that affect the nation and the people. Those are people that God chose them to preach His words. God chose them to go out there and minister to His people through truth and integrity, to tell the people what is wrong and what is right. How many of our civil society groups today are doing what is right, especially the Liberia Council of Churches. How many are doing it? How many of them today can raise their hands and say that, oh yes, we have been speaking to government on corruption. We have been telling government what they are doing is wrong. How many of them? How many pastors? How many bishops? How many prelates? How many imams that are doing that? Civil society groups. That's what they should be doing. They should be speaking when policies harm the people, when corruption rises, or when human rights abuse occur. Instead of just sitting in the church and saying the praying, they are supposed to be the moral compass of the nation. That's why civil society groups are supposed to be for. That's why groups like Liberia Council of Churches. But instead, they are getting more involved with politics. They do politics more than even the regular politicians. They have turned the whole gospel thing into something else. They are afraid to warn the national leader because even them not doing right in their churches. They're not even doing good in their churches. They're not even doing what the Bible says in their churches. Preaching prosperity gospel here and there. They don't even want to preach what the Bible says, repentance, and they know they don't want to do that because they feel that it's going to drive the people away. But it's not your job to, when you have a church, having a church is not your job to make sure that people come to church. God, if God actually chose you to do his work, he will bring people to attend the church. If God chose you to do the work, he will show you the way how to make people come to the church. Not by not speaking the truth, by not preaching what the Bible says. That is wrong. If you can't even say what the Bible says, things that are written about, how will you be able to go to national government, national leader, and tell them that the law says this, you must do this? How many of them are doing it? None. None of them. LCC, the Liberia Council of Churches, have become a toothless bulldog. In fact, they are a sleeping sheep because they were not, before they were lions. Yes, when the head of Liberia Council of Churches will come and make a press conference, everybody will be glued to the radio to listen to that because those are people that speak with command. People used to speak with command. Speak that the Lord told them what to tell the leaders. But today, look at it. Some of them even want position in government. They want to lead the church and go to position in government. So they don't even want to speak against government when things are going wrong. We're not telling you to be on the radio whole day and become a politician. No, but we're trying to tell you that when things are going wrong in society, civil society group must come up and speak against it. They are not doing that. Let's look at the Press Union of Liberia. It's another civil society group, the PUL. The media is a vital civil society actor. The PUL's role is to protect press freedom, support investigative journalism, and expose wrongdoing at all levels of government. They should champion transparency, hold leaders accountable, and ensure Liberians receive truth, unbiased information. Our PUL today, are they doing that? The Press Union of Liberia, are they doing that? In fact, you find more political commentators like myself. You find more people that are not even journalists that are having talk shows who providing more credible information than even the press. Yes, you see that. Other live podcasts, other live platforms are providing more credible information, more authentic information, more balanced information than the press. What have a press union turned to? They have become a laughing stock. Today, journalists go from place to place. When you see them, we call them cartoon journalists because the integrity has been lost. The integrity has been lost. People no longer value journalists. Gone are those days when you hear journalists on the radio, people want, oh yeah, this guy. When journalists go to a particular community, people gather to see, yeah, that guy voice been here on the radio. That they make it read the news. But today, no. The press union have become a laughing stock. Even to conduct elections among themselves, it's becoming even more difficult. The corruption have taken over the fabric of our society. That even institutions are supposed to speak against ills are even the ones that are committing more ills. Where are we leading to, Liberians? Where are we heading to? Liberian Council of Churches cannot speak. The Center for for transparency and accountability in Liberia cannot even speak against one legislators when they are doing wrong. Press union is one of the worst. Yellow journalism, blackmailing people, their news and things are not credible. They are not balanced. They are not accurate. Blackmailing people in the name of carrying on journalism. Where do we stand? Where is the press union leadership? Press union, remember, you are a civil society group. You are very vital to societal survivability. But if you take yourself and make yourself look like a laughing stock and put yourself out there just to collect cattle in the name of shielding this information because this guy is giving you 1 or 2 cents, how do you become credible? How people take you serious? A lot of media outlets today, nobody wants to take them serious. And the news, they put out that Unity Party journalists, that CDC journalists, that ANC, that Liberty Party journalists. You should remain independent and unbiased. That is your job as the press union because you are a civil society group. Your work is to provide information to the public just the way you see them. Your work is not to sugarcoat. Your job is not to polish anything. Provide reliable and authentic information as a press to the Liberian people. Journalists don't even want to go out to collect news anymore. They're taking other people's story from on Facebook and making it their own story. What is our media institution turning to? They have become a complete laughing stock. Yes, press union of Liberia, you're not doing your job. Liberia Council of Churches, you are the worst. You are the worst in our generation. You cannot do anything. You are not doing nothing right. You cannot speak truth to power. You cannot hold government accountable. There have been no press release that would tell the Liberian people this was wrong, this was wrong, this is how you're supposed to proceed. You're not doing that. It is wrong. You guys need to wake up. The Federation of Liberian Youth, fly, another one. The Federation of Liberian Youth, fly. You are a civil society group. So FLA is Liberia's biggest youth-focused civil society group. Their purpose is to advocate for youth employment, demand jobs for young people, push for civic investment, speak on drug abuse issue, and ensure youth are included in the national planning. There should be a strong voice in the national budget process. Federation of Liberian Youth, are you doing that? That is the mandate on which you are funded. To make sure that the youth are employed. FLA, are you doing that? When last FLA has staged a peaceful protest on the street to say that the youth are unemployed because of that, we have to petition the government. When long have FLA done that? No, they don't do it. Because you feel that when you elect your leadership is the one that the government is going to work with, they keep putting on someone on a payroll. So at the end of the day, nothing good can come out of FLA. Remember, you are one of the biggest youth-focused civil society group, FLA, Federation of Liberian Youth. That's you I'm talking to. You are one of the biggest civil society group that's supposed to be advocating for the youth. If today a FLA stage of protest or FLA even come up with the ambition, when they nurse the ambition to stage a protest, the nation should be shaking. The government should be worried that the youth have come out. Liberia has 74% youth, young people, from the age of 1 to the age of 35. 74% are young people, based on the recent census. So if FLA come out today and say that we are protesting because of youth unemployment, you know what I mean? You shut the country down. You will shut the country down. If your protest is for 1 month, that country will now function for 1 month. That's how powerful you are, FLA. But what do you do? What do? You become a bandwagonist. Your leadership does not even advocate for the young people. You run your campaign on promises that you will not keep. At the end of the day, when your leadership is elected into office, then FLA become a party center FLA, Federation of Liberian Youth. I'm still speaking to you. Your advocacy is dead. You don't even advocate for employment. You look at TVET education. What about TVET education? Have you pushed that the government should put more money in the budget for technical and vocational education? No, you are not doing that. You are not doing that. Are you ensuring that the government is including youth in the national budget planning process? No, you're not doing that. Your job, when you get elected to office as the head of FLA, you think they have given you a blank check to collect small money from year there, and you feel you big boy. You are not doing the job that you are out to do. The purpose for your establishment is defeated upon arrival because you have become better driven. We understand the Liberian society is hard. We understand things are difficult in Liberia to run. But if you guys stick together as youth, stick together as you, you eat gari and sugar and go to bed, stick as youth and stage a protest under the theme of youth employment, the government will wake up. Government will not be including all those big money, including themselves, giving all that money to deputy speaker, the speaker, and the vice president. Why are you giving all that money when there is youth unemployment? But FLA, what are you doing about it? Federation of Liberian Youth, what are you doing about it? You don't understand. The youth must understand that when you see the government is sponsoring a particular candidate for FLA presidency, it's because that candidate is going to be compromised. You're supposed to go for the people that the government don't like. That's the kind of person you're supposed to elect in office. Then those are people that will champion the cause of the youth of Liberia. It hurts my heart to see young people cannot even afford food to eat. Young men at the age of 35 cannot even afford $10 to pay his rent. It hurt me a lot. We got a lot of friends around, a lot of family, relatives that call to ask for favor. It's not supposed to be like that. Now that we can't help, now that we have not been helping, but how long is it going to? Are we going to endure that? You have groups in Liberia that are supposed to advocate for the youth. If like I said, if the Federation of Liberian Youth just go today and have a meeting that they are going to stage a protest for youth unemployment, the government will tremble. The government will get on her feet and begin to negotiate with you. Give us 6 months, we'll do this. Give us 7 months, we'll do this. Give us 3 months, we'll do this. But how many of you have seen that as a vision? But rather you think when you become a FLA official, it's an opportunity for you now to go buy one small land and start building your house. But then the vision, the dream of the entity has died. You killed it. And many of you in authority today, in our Federation of Liberian Youth, you were there when other leaders were there. You criticize those things. You call them bad leaders. You call them grievous seekers. You call them egocentric and egotistic leaders. But today you are in that same position. What have you done to help your fellow youth? What have you done? You think they are giving you a blank check now? You get opportunity to go buy on a land too. But when you understand that those small advocacy, people's name goes down in history for them. The name goes down in history for them. Getting on the street and champion the cause for the youth. Mr. President, you must do this for the youth. The budget of the youth, the budget does not capture the youth. The budget is not going to pass. The budget is not going to pass. They will have a redress of the budget till the youth is well captured to the budget. FLA, Federation of Liberian Youth, you can do that. You can do it peacefully. You can peacefully assemble in your white t-shirt or your anything white, just to show sign of peace. You can gather a cemetery legislature for in the morning. You remain there until they do the right thing. Freedom does not come overnight. Freedom requires a fight. For freedom to come, you got to fight for it. Peace is not free. In order to be peaceful, you must fight for it. So, the youth organization FLA that people are supposed to be afraid of. When they see FLA leadership coming, the government is supposed to be trembling because they know that these are the guys that have the ability to shut the government down. They know. But today, FLA is a sleeping rat. Sleeping rat. Not even a cat, but a sleeping rat. It's sleep that nobody business. Because they are so corrupted even among themselves. To even conduct an election that will result into good leadership, no. They're fighting each other here and there. Come to compromise. No, FLA will not come to compromise. They will keep fighting each other. I'm saying this is not because I hate any young man. No. And I will tell people, a lot of you don't know me. A lot of young people in Liberia might not know me. Because most of my life, when I graduated from high school, I joined the military. I spent most of my time in Nigeria on training. I came back, I was in the military. So I didn't really have the opportunity to have getting into like student politics. I did all of my studies abroad. My bachelor's, my master, all were done abroad. All of my studies have been abroad. So I never really had the time to really acclimatize myself with all of these civil society groups, especially like FLY and the press union and other people. But I tell you today, for what we have seen in Liberia, for what we have seen in other countries, what the youth can do, FLY is don't even, Federation of Liberian Youth have not even done 1% of it. How can your people, how can you young men don't have a place to sleep? 35, 40 years old, you don't have a place to sleep. You don't have rent, money to pay your rent. You don't have your next meal to eat. You don't have even hope that tomorrow will be better for you. But you sit down in the country, you allow legislators riding for the $65,000 car. Yeah, they are riding $65,000 car, $45,000 car. The president buying himself almost $200,000 car. But you are the youth, you are unemployed. Your resources are leaving the country. People are carrying unprocessed resources out of the country. You are doing nothing about it. You are doing nothing, but you are the youth. You call yourself Federation of Liberian Youth. Which federation are you? A sleeping federation? A sleeping federation? You need to wake up, FLY. FLY, you must wake up and hold the mantle of leadership. Wake up and mount the street and demand youth employment. Demand accountability in the budget for youth. Demand inclusion into the governing process of the youth. That's the kind of power you have when you carry 74% of the country's population. Now, speaking to you, FLY, that's what you're supposed to be doing. The Liberia Council of Churches have failed us. The press union have failed us. Federation of Liberian Youth have failed us. What are you guys doing? Who will take on to the mantle of leadership? Who will take on to the street and tell government and demand government to do the right thing? At 35 years in the Western world, people are established to get their own place to stay, to get their own car to drive, to get their own jobs to do. But look at Liberian youth, 40 years old, they got no hope. A 40 years old man don't even know how much for a piece of land, a plot, before you talk about 1 lakh or 1 acre. They don't even know how much it costs. They don't even know how much a car tire costs before you talk about a car. At the age of 35, 40 years, you cannot even own a car. You can't even own a land. You don't even have a career. You don't even have a job. But you are 35 years old. But you sit down there in your own country. Lawmakers are making $15,000. You do nothing about it. Lawmakers are driving $35,000, $40,000 car. You do nothing about it. $60,000 car, $100,000 car. The president and vice president are riding. You do nothing about it. You cannot come to the street and protest. You cannot get on the street and peacefully gather and petition your government to create jobs for the youth. You guys have failed the Liberian people. You have failed the youth, even in the diaspora. You have failed us. We're not saying that for you to be violent. We're not saying this for you to go and cause mayhem to people. We're not saying this for you to go out there and rob people. No, we want you to peacefully gather. If you need support, there are people that are willing to support you guys. Peacefully gather in the name of peace. Gather and petition the government. Give the government ultimatum. The youth must be employed. The youth must get unemployment. If the youth does not have this unemployment, we will stage an unspecified protest. Imagine 74% of the population. Let's say even 40% come out, or even 30% of that 74 come out. The government will shut down. You will shut the government down. Nothing will happen. You don't have to block road. You don't have to burn tire on the road. You don't have to destroy nowhere. For you just gathering on the street in your white and holding your placard in your hand with need job, the government will shut down. Federation of Liberian Youth, I'm speaking to you. You need to wake up from your slumber. You need to wake up from your sleep and do the right thing. If you must buy land in the coming year, if you must get jobs in the coming year, Federation of Liberian Youth, I'm speaking to you. You have to do the right thing. You are a civil society group with the biggest number, the biggest and the greatest number. 74% of the nation belong to you. What are you doing to push the nation forward, to make sure that youth are being employed? FLY, what is your job? Federation of Liberian Youth, what are you doing? When last you stage your protest, but you'll be having confusion among yourself to even elect your leaders. When your leader comes there to go to bed with the government, that's the opportunity to use to buy land. That's the opportunity to use to buy a car. But then the bulk of the youth become unemployed. They don't have a place to sleep. They don't even have a next day meal. There is no hope. The youth are on the street taking drugs. because they don't have a future, because there is no hope. When people are hopeless, they tend to become the devil's workshop because they are idle. But Federation Liberian Youth, that is your job, to put the government feet to the fire. Put their feet to the fire. If you just come on the street in your numbers, don't hit anybody, don't burn any car, nothing. Just wear your white clothes. Come out with a banner that youth demand jobs. You see, youth demand accountability in the budget process. The youth must be included. 70% should receive 70%. If they even include even 20%, or even they can get 15% of that budget to youth, many youth will be employed. You'll create a lot of programs, lot of funding opportunity will come up for the youth. The youth will leave the street. The youth will start having a hope. But who can put your government feet to the fire? You sat down there in the country, a country of 74% young youthful population. Look at how many old people ruling the government. See how many old people for government everywhere. When it's going to be your turn? When you're going to take office? When you're going to be able to get a job? Some of you have bachelor's degree. Some of you have master's degree, but you don't have a job. You think high school? You think teaching high school is a job? Going to teach junior high school? You think it's a job? It's a job, but is that what you want? Is that the kind of job you want? Are you a teacher? Teachers are professional people that go to school to become a teacher. Are you one of those? Are you one of those that want to become teacher? If so, have you gone to a teacher training school? It is very sad to see our nation wallowing in abject poverty. It is very disheartening to see our youth unemployed and our resources have been taken out of the country by their numbers. Look at Firestone. How many years of concession agreement is signed? What have they done? Even one tire they have not produced in our country. One tire for more than 100 years. One tire they have not produced. But the youth does not do anything about it. The youth don't care. They sit down, some of them go do their kush, they feel they get Gary to eat and the life is okay. No, you are the driving force behind the nation. You are the one that pushed the nation to the feet, that wakes government up. That's why they call you youth. You got all the energy, you got all the potential, you got everything it takes to move the government, to put the government feet to the fire. But how many are you willing to do that? How many are you willing to do that? You jumping behind political party that will not help you. When they take power, they employ their friends, their older friends that are in America, Europe. That's what they do. But the actual youth of Liberia are not benefiting. The young people are not benefiting. CDC did the same thing. How many youth are actually employed? I think, but in terms of youth employment, I think CDC even did better than what President Joseph Baka is doing right now. I think they did better than that. But more can be done. The youth can demand more. Fly, you must wake up. Federation Liberian Youth, you must wake up. The Liberian Women NGO Secretariat. That's another civil society group. They call themselves the Liberian Women NGO Secretariat. It's another group. They are intended to lead advocacy on women's rights, on gender equality, economic empowerment, and protection of women from domestic and sexual abuse. They guide women, they guide the government on gender responsive policies and community support program. Wongoswo, that's the name, Wongoswo, Liberian Women NGO Secretariat. This one, are you making me laugh? Because what are they doing? When you talk about domestic violence, you talk about women advocacy, look there. For how many years they have been doing those female genital mutilation. You guys have remained mute. How many times you have really come on the street? Do you know how many women in Liberia? Do you know how many women? You are as powerful as youth, as FLA, as the Federation Liberian Youth. If the women come out in their number and decide to protest that the government must stop this practice, do you know what's going to happen? The government can shut down. But how many of you want to do it? You think to go sell Bella Boy and Pepper, that's what they made you for, that's what you woman, that's what you're supposed to do, or to just born children to the house, that you own a job. That's it. You think you're not supposed to be part of the governing process? Some of you went to school, some of you are very smart, very educated. How many of you got a job? The women. But your secretariat is not advocating. They're not doing nothing. They sit supinely like the Federation of Liberian Youth. They sit down and do nothing. Nothing they are doing. There's another group called themselves Civil Society Human Rights Advocacy Platform. They say that the umbrella bodies monitor human rights abuses, policy brutality, like police brutality, illegal detention, land conflict, and violation of the due process. They provide legal support to help ensure justice is served. Are they doing that? I saw land conflict made me laugh. Land conflict? Do you know how many people sell land, resell land? What are you doing? When last you hold the government feet to the fire to be able to make them that they land right law. The land law. When they put it under control. For thousands of years, nothing. Things are going on and on and on. So when civil society group silence have devastating effect on the Liberian youthful population, and we all know that it has a devastating effect. When civil society group are silent, the effect can be very, very devastating on the youth population. Youth are left out of the national opportunities. Yes, national opportunities, youth are left out. With no strong youth advocacy, government have failed to create meaningful technical and vocational education program. Entrepreneurship is zero. No support for that. Youth don't have access to credit. Youth don't have access to go to the bank to borrow money to start up their business. No, it's not there. Sport investment, zero. Even the youth, people that play football, basketball, volleyball, they can't even get opportunity to play them. No sporting development, nothing. Everything is there because the advocacy group is dead. When your advocacy group are dead, you are heading for nowhere. Sport alone has the ability to employ more than 20% or 25% of our young people. Just the sporting sector in Liberia can do that. Before you talk about agriculture, before you talk about internet technology, IT sector, before you talk about medical field, do you know how many youth will be employed? You'll be looking for people to work, you're not finding people to work because everybody will be busy. But this can only be possible when you have advocacy from youthful group like the Federation of Liberian Youth, like from the Liberian Council of Churches. When you have those kind of advocacy from these people, you will begin to see government fit to get to the fire and they'll begin to do the right thing. Look at the growing drug crisis in the country because civil society groups, because lack of advocacy have caused these things. A civil society group does not aggressively push for rehabilitation centers, mental health services, and drug prevention programs, more young Liberians will fall into addiction and become hopeless. You think that's a solution to go and break this woman, get them down, and just say, okay, you do the poor, then the people stay on the street and not be rehabilitated? You're wasting your time. How long are you going to do that? How long are you going to buy a brand new pickup for DA? Because that pickup, then there's 1 or 2 years due to buy rules, 1 or 2 years, your pickup will be bad. You got to go buy another set. You're going to keep doing that. But you have to create rehabilitation facilities. When you take people from the drug world, you have to rehabilitate them. After you rehabilitate them, you got to give them a career that will be basic, they'll be preoccupied with. Other than that, they will go right back. It's called relapse. For people that have done rehabilitation, it's called relapse. They will relapse and they'll go right back into that habit. It's not just to go burn someone, get them down. They put on needle, they'll hold you to they can stay anywhere until they drugs. You think they need those more hot that you broke down. They don't need it. They both sleeping in grave. The young people sleeping in graveyard. The boss grave. The vault of a grave. They bust it and live there. The last one more kitchen you didn't need. They don't need that. You can bust it all you want. You can arrest them all you want. You put them in jail, you bring them outside tomorrow morning. You can't keep them in jail for long. But you need a robust youth or robust rehabilitation program. And if the government is not doing this, who can make the government to do it? Civil society groups. Civil society groups. Civil society groups can make them to do it. The Women's Secretariat can do that. Federation of Liberian Youth can hold the government feet to the fire to do that. Press Union Liberia can hold their feet to the fire to do that. Liberia Council of Churches can hold the feet to the fire to do that. The Center for Transparency Accountability in Liberia can hold the government feet to the fire to provide those things. They can do it. Because when the youth are idle, they become politically manipulated. Lack of civic education means youth don't vote based on on what is right. The youth, when they have the rightful civic education, they're not going to base their vote on rice. They're not going to base it on money. They're not going to base it on empty promises. Because politicians easily exploit them for protest purposes, for rallies and election violence. So those are the things that politicians can rally the youth for. Yes, politicians will rally y'all. Y'all let's go protest. Let's go protest. But for you as a young people to rally yourself and go and protest against government for job creation, you'll not do it. You allow government, you allow politicians to rally you, to carry you to go and protest. Then when police deal with you and police beat you and injure you, then you go home wounded, will sow all over you without cause. We're not saying that civil rights movement, this kind of advocacy leads to this kind of wounds because no pain, no gain. But it should be done for the right reason. Now one politician coming to, I saw on social media, I saw the student, how you call it, the University of Liberia student, the Vanguard Party. They said they are going to protest tomorrow to where Unity Party is having their fundraising rally because you have been influenced. You know that is not your decision. You know somebody that have called you and influenced you, print out a teacher and give it to you to go do it. I'm not saying you can't do it. But I'm trying to tell you that you should do it for yourself. Don't do it because a politician told you to do it. Don't do it because you're going to satisfy a political party. No, you must do it because it is the right thing to be done. Don't do it because you are influenced. You can advocate. You can go on the street and protest. You can counter protest. But guess what? Don't allow a politician to call you and say, oh, we'll get a picking something. The picking will go there and disturb. Then you agree and you go there. You allow yourself to be bought. Advocate for the right thing. Don't allow somebody to go there tomorrow to put pins in your body because you're definitely going to meet a resistance tomorrow. Unity Party not going to allow you to support their program. And I'm saying this. Unity Party not going to allow you to support their program. You go in there tomorrow, you'll meet equal and opposite reaction. So you should get prepared for pins. Get prepared for pins because Unity Party that I know will not allow you to go and support their program. And I'm saying it for free. You cannot go there and disturb that program. They have been playing that program for long. When CDC were doing that, when CDC were doing a groundbreaking, why didn't you go there? Advocacy should be on all equal sides. I'm not saying it because I'm being sentimental. I'm saying it because that's what the truth is. Anything you do for the right, make sure you do it for the left. Make sure you do it for the left. You want to go advocate for youth employment, youth empowerment. Advocate when the other groups are doing their own, you go there, you advocate. When the other groups are doing their own, you go there too, you advocate. Don't do it on one side of thing. No. That means you are being biased. That means people will not take you serious. People will not take you serious. Or you think that it's a struggle time. Or you're going to launch a struggle tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow Saturday, I'm going to launch a struggle. We'll get Sonny. You're going to waste your time. You come with peace. But you can gather yourself on a normal day. You can gather yourself. You can go out with publicity on all social media, on every network, the news outlet. People can sponsor those things. Go there and call for national youth gathering. You can even make it 1 month or 2 months to put the government feet to the fire that we are going to have an unrested protest, unspecified time protest until government can create jobs. Then people will say, oh yeah, the youth are serious. We can help them. We can buy them t-shirts, we can buy them food, we can buy them water in the meantime until they can put the government feet to the fire. But if you are doing it in pockets because the other party gather and somebody have influenced you to go there, you take small things, you go there in the name of, you go in there to go launch struggle, and now you get the social money, you want to go provide that kind of advocacy. No, nobody's going to take you serious. International community will not take you serious. Our youth must wake up. Stop allowing yourself to be politically motivated. Because if you are being politically manipulated, you will have no purpose. Do the right thing. Champion the right cause. Follow people. Go do things that you're supposed to do that is right. Not because somebody called you and told you, say, oh, our Unity Party is launching tomorrow. Let's go there and go this step. Then you say, okay, yeah, let's go there and go this step. Why? Does that make sense to you? But you get the government run from Monday to Friday. You have never gathered yourself to petition the government to say, okay, you know what, we're marching from Pinsdale Railway to Central Monrovia. We're going to make sure that we're going to march on the street, demanding jobs, demanding youth employment, demanding youth inclusion in government. Have you done that? No. But you go into a political rally to go in the name of going to protest. Then when you leave on them with a lot of pains, a lot of wounds, then you say the government or people are involved with brutality because you brought it upon yourself. Your advocacy should not be blind. Open your eyes, do the right thing, and you will get people helping you to succeed. The youth has lost future. They are the lost future leadership. The leadership is being lost. Like the weak civil society means no mentorship. Because if the civil society groups are weak, like the Federation of Liberian Youth, LSCC, when they are weak, they cannot mentor the youth. They will not be able to mentor the youth that are coming up. Because that's the essence, to mentor the current youth that will mentor the next youth. Like that, then the youth will come out with a sense of purpose and direction. But if civil society groups are not doing it, Federation of Liberian Youth are not doing it, they're not creating mentorship for young leaders. The Liberia Council of Churches, no, they're not doing that. They're not providing mentorship to tell the children how to learn and do the right thing. They're not doing it. So weak civil society could mean no mentorship. Leadership program is going to be dead. Internship, going to be no intern. When last you ever heard somebody say I'm an intern? When last you ever heard that? I'm an intern to social ministry. No, because of lack of civil group advocacy. There will be no policy engagement. The government passing the budget, fly all your input in the budget. Federation of Liberian Youth, all your input. What did you say about the budget? Did you say anything about the budget? Did they even seek your opinion on the budget? The answer is no, because you have made yourself weak. Because you sold your soul to the devil. So when you sell your soul to the devil make decisions without even consulting you, but you have to live with it. But if your job is to make sure that this coming budget year, when you make yourself available, you gather your young people on the street, make sure the government yield to your demand. Tomorrow, when they're making that budget, they will say, okay, let's hear from FLA. What FLA want to include? The Federation of Liberian Youth, you will have an input in the budget. And it will have a caption. The budget line will carry that caption. Federation of Liberian Youth input. It will carry it. I mean, your advocacy is working. It's working. Now our youth are not even preparing for national leadership role. That's the reason why you find a lot of Liberians that go out of the country for school, come back and keep on leading you guys. A lot of people that come out for school, go Ghana, come America, go Europe, and come back and lead you guys that graduate from University of Liberia, that graduate from Cottonton. That's why it's happening, because there is you guys are not prepared for leadership. Because in your role to learn leadership, you do small camp protesting, small unnecessary gathering of protests, things that are not necessary, things that will not change the minds of the youth, things that will not help your generation. That's why you guys keep doing. As a young man, it's good to make your voices heard. It's good, but do it in unison. Do it as a united organization. The youth come out and demand employment. Yes, everywhere in the world will back you. Even the crazy man in any other country will say, yes, the youth are on the street. Your knee will take the media. Your knee will get on all of the top national radio station and TV, CNN, Al Jazeera, Deutsche Welle, and Radio France. It will take everywhere. Liberian youth are protesting because of unemployment. Then the people will begin to take you serious. But not to gather yourself, say, oh, because the political party having that launching, you go there and say you want to go launch struggle there, you want to go cause problem there. But when the other party were doing their own, you didn't go there. How do you think? How do you reconcile that? Is that being logical? No, because you have lost a sense of direction. You allow yourself to be manipulated by ordinary politicians. And when you check it, those politicians that are pushing you to go and do it, when they were in power, they didn't do nothing. I'm sure maybe some of them stayed there or some of them left. I don't know. But those guys, when they had the ability to do something for the youth, they didn't do anything. But today, you listen to them because they are giving you $5, $10, so you think that, yes, you're launching the struggle and the struggle is working. You can launch a national struggle that every youth can benefit from. And your name will remain in history. Your name will be recorded. today, Backup Matthew name recorded, even though he didn't become president of Liberia, but his name is recorded in history. Backup Matthew. Their names are there. Those are people that launch national struggle. We're not telling you to go be chaotic. We're not causing you to go and cause riot. You can peacefully gather. You can peacefully assemble and petition your government. Demand your government to create employment for you because it is your right. It is your fundamental right to have employment in your country. It's your right. The young people are getting poor on day by day. They are living like destitute. They are in complete destitution. There is no hope. People wake up in the morning, nothing. And all this is happening when civil society group does not push hard for job creation and economic reform. You remain trapped in the cycle of poverty. You keep turning around. You think because you went to the club, there's somebody buy you 1-2 bottles of beer, you drink it. Tomorrow you go to another person. You think that's the life you're supposed to be living? Somebody giving you hand out. Are you not supposed to get somebody hand out too? You're on a hand at Kasawali, just open, just to receive. You can't get, you gray out. You should be able to sit down by 19. Why is it that this is not working for us? Because you guys are not united. Because you are fighting a divided battle in the name of I'm a CDC youth, I'm a Unity Party youth, I'm an ANC youth. All young Liberian are youth. Come together under one umbrella and organize yourself as a uniform body. You will have people around the world supporting you. You will have people supporting you. You will have diaspora young Liberians supporting you. We will rally money around. We will support your advocacy. We will make sure that job is created. We will make sure that the national budget is realigned to adequately address youth unemployment. That is the advocacy we can do for you guys. That's what we can do. We can provide the support. But you guys have to be the foot soldiers. There is no way 30% of Liberian youth or 40% of Liberian youth got up. You say police will do anything to them. It's not possible. It's not possible. But tomorrow, check it. Maybe y'all be like 10 or 20 or 25 down there. 25% that 2 policemen can deal with y'all. Because there is strength in unity. When you guys are united, when you guys are together. Think about it. Look at the boom straw. You can hold a boom straw and break it. But put 50 boom straw, see if you can break it. You can. Because there is strength in unity. If the youth gather, be it regardless of your political affiliation, regardless of your political choice, regardless of what you from, regardless of religion, regardless of anything void of politics, anything your gender, put it aside. Come on and say, by the 15th of next month, the youth will stage an unspecified protest. To the national will stage a protest. We will not leave the street until government can address unemployment crisis for the youth. When you speak with that kind of voice, people from Lofa will listen. People from Grand Judah will listen. People from Grand Crew will listen. Everywhere you'll find those youth coming together, and you begin to have international groups that will start sponsoring you. And you will have the advocacy, you will get on the street, you will hold the government feet to the fire, government will realign the budget, government will go back and revisit concession agreement, government will revisit minimum expectation agreement to include the youth, because the youth is speaking with one voice. If the youth can do that, the country will move forward. 74% of Liberian are young people. How many young men below the age of 35 get land in Liberia? How many young men below the age of 35 know how much it costs to buy a car? How many young men below the age of 35 have hope that tomorrow he will be working social place? I can't tell you the number, but it's nothing. Under 1%. Under 1%. And those ones that even getting it, those 1% that get it, they have gotten it through some kind of influence, through some kind of means. Cannot legal means. Or they will not get it through, like when I mean legal means, I don't mean that they stole it, but through a process that everybody can acquire it through. No, either they are secret friend to some kind of senator, or they are board or some kind of minister, or they're doing some kind of devil advocate somewhere that is giving them that. But you see in the Western world, no. You can go and get a car. If my car is giving problem, I can go to the dealership and get another car. I can go to school, take a loan and go to school. It's not that the people in the Western world, they have two heads. No, but because there is civil society group that held their feet on fire to the fire and make them to do the right thing. But what our civil society group are they doing? Federation of Liberian Youth, the biggest one. That's the shameful part. You control 74% of Liberia's population, but you are unemployed. You have all the old guys that have wallowed in politics, that have wallowed from one office to another. Some people have never left government for more than 25 years. They keep moving from one government to another government to another government. That's the kind of thing you see when there is lack of youth advocacy. But the youth will gather themselves in the name because one stupid politician somewhere have influenced them to go to step another political party activity. But when they were having their own political party activity, people didn't go there to do that. In the name of they are in opposition now. It doesn't seem right to anyone. I'm not saying it because I'm being sentimental. No, I'm saying it because it is what it is clearly seen. Everyone can see that crystal clear. Crystal clear. So, my people, do you feel as Liberian? I'm asking this question. Do the youth feel they are represented in government? Are the youth being represented in government? No. Most youth don't feel represented, and they are not represented. They say civil society is not too urban focused. They are too elite and disconnected from the youth struggle. Because the youth themselves are also disconnected from their own struggle. The youth are being belly-driven. They are going after their stomach. They are going after national youth program. No, they're not going after things that will bring a national benefit to everyone. They are going after things that will bring benefit to just few pockets of them. And it's not going to help you. The politicians are going to use it to do what they can do. We are all over the country. We're in America. We're in other places. Other youth people will come and join. Other people will come and go around. But if you continue in that direction, people from the Western world will come and rule you every day. They will come and become your leader every day. How long is it going to stop? I'm saying it because when I was in Liberia, the same thing. Anytime she took everybody from America and she carried and made them president. Everybody she made them government official and thing. The local people having on a really good job. The government job not already plenty. So soon they take the people from America, yeah, boom. They carry them, they take all the job. Then you're done again, you go back to square one, wait for another 6 years again. Because launch another struggle. That's how you be doing. Launching struggle here and there. Tomorrow you say they're going to launch another struggle to Unity Party Camp era. Is that how long you're going to be doing? Is that how you're going to do? But if you launch a national struggle, getting on the street, demanding government to create jobs, we're not going to leave this street, we're going to be here, we're going to cook here, we're going to sleep here, we're going to do everything here. You are in dry season now, it's not raining on you. You can pay tent. You can carry your thing, you pay your places and stay there. That will not leave it, the government give us job. All the international radio station will carry it. And then you will have people, international radio station will focus on Liberia. If there's any form of violence on you, it will be shown all over on all the news network around the world that the government is brutalizing the youth because the youth is advocating for jobs. That's the kind of advocacy we want to see the young people doing. Now, not pocket advocacy, moving from 20% guys say they're going to launch struggle. The advocacy there, how long are you going to go on with that? How long is it going to help you? It's not going to help you. It's not going to help you. So when civil society will become weak or silent, the entire nation suffer. Corruption become institutionalized. The government will institutionalize corruption. Corruption, as you can see, other government don't know how to hide their own corruption. Other government own corruption could be exposed. Soon they see money. Tomorrow, they may not see money. Who got other money in the cooking job, but other government can do it. They can do it covertly. Let me use the military term, covertly. They will steal, you will not know, but they're stealing. And the budget is a clear reflection of that. See how much money they are putting in the budget for themselves. What more do you need to know that the government will not do anything for the youth? What more? And when that budget part out for 2026, that means you don't have hope. 2026 is gone. Even though you have not started yet, but you're already gone. Then you talk about 2027, they will do the same thing on the 2029. Then they gather you again put you in pocket, get you t-shirt, get you $10 and truck you to another area to go vote. That's what you'll be doing, the young people. That's what you, the youth, will be doing. Your future is being wearing away. Your destiny is gone. It's sold for $10. So when you become weak, when FLA become weak, when President of Liberia become weak, when LSCC become weak, corruption become institutionalized. Policies are made without citizens' input. The government will sit down. Can you imagine? The legislators are making law. Look at when they had a port reform. The port reform law. They are making laws. You think because you say you lawmaker, that means you get monopoly over knowledge? The great United States, the great United Kingdom, and other countries, other well-meaning countries around the world, when they have a policy on a particular subject matter, they include an expert in that subject matter to help them draft that policy. It doesn't mean it will not say made the fact that it was the bill was introduced by you. It will still say this bill was introduced by John Brown. But it doesn't mean that John Brown read it, but it was John Brown that put for the idea. But you guys will sit down in the name of writing policy by yourself. How can you? Which policy expert do you have in your office? You pay somebody, your chief of officer is making like $1,000. That is the higher pay in your office. Who the actual policy expert, people that know about policy writing, will go and sit down there and make less than $200 for you. They will not do that. You're not going to get professional people. That's the reason why your laws are not your laws does not make sense, because you don't have the requisite qualified people within your offices to help you formulate a law. So your laws will have flaws. Your policies will have flaws. Even at that, other countries will hire experts on a particular subject matter. When they are deliberating on it, they bring experts in to help them formulate that. The legislature got too much money that they can use. If you're writing something on port and maritime, there are thousands of maritime experts around the world. Liberians, there are more than 50 maritime experts in Liberia that are jobless, that went to good schools, graduated from the World Maritime University, graduated from the Regional Maritime University, that has master's degrees and bachelor's degrees and up to PhD in maritime education and training, in port and shipping, in logistics, in ocean government and sustainability. Did you include them into it? The answer is no, you did not, because you think you have monopoly over knowledge. That's why your policy cannot withstand any type of time. Your policy don't stand. Today, if it wait tomorrow, it's already outdated. It cannot. It's not meeting the standard anymore, because you are failing to bring in the experts that will delve into the policy issue. You are a lawmaker. Yes, you can put for a bill, but don't say you're going to read a bill. You don't have that expertise. You got to hire people to do what you're supposed to do. When it comes to concession agreement, hire experts. Other countries can even import experts, import knowledge from other places to come and help them, because you want nothing to stand the test of time for generations. We see the era of Firestone. Our people made that era. Today, we don't benefit anything. Yes, Firestone. You guys made the same era of Asila Meta. Today, how much iron ore is being produced? Nothing. Kavala Rubber Plantation, what happened in there? Nothing. Liberia Agriculture Company, are they producing anything? Nothing, because your concession agreement is flawed. It's full of flaws. There is no sense in it, because it does not stand the test of time. No, because you didn't bring in the rightful expert that will put in the rightful material to make the substance stand up. So when the president veto your president send your bill back to you to go and ratify it, now you're supposed to be thinking, should we include maritime aspects? Should we bring in maritime professional, put professional to do it? That's what you should be doing. That's the right thing to do. Not because you say you represent it, you get all the knowledge. No. The guys are represented out here with a hair empty, their coconut. They only there because they buy vote, because they truck people from place to another to give them vote. Some of them don't even have a career. They get easy, I got a degree, and they ain't got no career. They're just floating people. We're not saying it's a requirement to be a lawmaker that you must have a career. No, we're not saying that, but we're trying to say that if you don't have the requisite qualification, you must employ people, bring people in, hire experts that will be able to write you when it comes to politics. That's how wise people can make a decision. That's what they do. So when civil society group becomes silent, you got abuse of power goes unchecked. Abuse of power, police brutality here and there. Police brutality. You fire people from government. You suspend people from government. After you suspend them, while the person undergoing suspension, you post somebody else in their place to work. You post somebody else in their place to work. So at the end of the day, no report on the suspension. You cannot tell whether what the person's suspension was legit or it was this. Even when the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission come up and say that, oh, our report did not find the man guilty. How do? You already replace the man. You don't do that. You're bending the law. That's the reason why when you go to the ministry, they got a minister, they got deputy minister for administration operation, it depends on all technical services. When the minister is not there, the deputy for administration will act. So if the minister is undergoing investigation, it doesn't mean you go replace the minister. No, the deputy minister will do the job. It saves the government that small money, save a lot of time. The deputy minister will do the job. You don't have to replace the minister. So when the minister is found not guilty, you already got somebody in your place. How do you bring him back? So you leave the position open. The deputy will act in the stead. Or if you don't want a deputy act in the stead, if the place have a board, the board will act. The chairman of the board will act until decision can be made. So when the decision is made and that person is not found culpable, when the person is not found liable, when the report shows that that person is innocent, then you can reinstate the person with ease. It's easy. It's something we call best practice. But some of you now, you move some people. Even though Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission say, oh no, this person in our report, we didn't find any fault on there. But executive mansion will go out and say, we already finished moving that man, we can put a member. So they just go ahead and fire that person and replace them. That's a shame. That's not leadership. That's a shame. That is not leadership. That is not leadership. When civil society group becomes silent, you get weak democracy. Our democratic process can be weak. It can be weak. You see people sit down and allow themselves to be trucked. Somebody take you and pull you in a truck, take you from Monrovia to Riverside on the bar roads. You didn't want to say truck and me, I wanted to put it on the stand. People think when they say truck, it means they take you to pull you in a truck or a big empty car or a bus. No. That's not only the definition of a trucking. As long as you allow someone to manipulate you, someone give you $10 or $20, tell you, go to my district and go and vote for me. Even though you don't live there, and you allow yourself to go to that district and go, you have been trucked. You were trucked. So when you think that, oh, nobody trucked me, I went up by myself. You think you do smart, you were trucked, bro. You were trucked. You were just glorified truck. Instead of them trucking you, you truck yourself. That's what it means. Instead of them putting you in a big truck to carry you, you took yourself and truck yourself in Texas or Boston, you go there, but you were trucked. Don't allow them take you from nowhere to go nowhere. Because the decision you're making in that district, you don't live there. You're going to help the people to vote for somebody that they don't like. Somebody that they don't want, that does not align with the community agenda. You're going to help those people to vote for, or you're going to help them to go and vote for the wrong person. Then when they go to the legislature now, the man has spent almost $200 or $50,000 or $150,000 on campaign. How you expecting to get your money back? He borrowed that money. How you expecting to get that money back? He's going to sign stupid laws. When they get an envelope, they will take it because they got to pay those people money back. That's the essence of civic education. Don't allow people to use you. Don't allow people to tell you to go, so place to go for. Even when I come and tell you to go do it, don't do it. Anybody, it could be your pa, your brother, tell them, no, I live in my district. Because for your district to vote for you, immediately people got confidence in you. They know you can deliver. They know you can deliver. Why you allow them to take you from one place to another to go for you in the name of my brother and my district? Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do that. So when civil society group again is silent, national budget can lack accountability. And we've seen it today. Look at our budget. The government introducing $1.2 billion budget. Where is the accountability? Where is the accountability for youth, especially for youth? Where is the youth part of that budget? The youth constitutes 74% of Liberia population. How much in the money of that 1.4 billion will go on a youth program, youth empowerment, and youth building program? How many of it? How many? Not 1%. Not 1%. But you got almost how many million? How many million going to how many million going to the speaker and the deputy speaker then? Let me show it to you so you can see. Look here. Right here. Look here. I think you guys can see it. I will show it to you. It's a summary of the budget that was just under discussion in the legislature that will soon be passed. That is it right there. Summary of it. You get President Joseph Boakai for fiscal year, because it's 2026 we're talking about. Fiscal year 2026. The fiscal year 2026 coming just 1 month. I mean, few days from now. The president alone, 3.1 million. So we want his office in 1 year. 3.1 million goes to the president's office. The vice president Jeremiah Kuhn, 3.2 million. I wonder if the president is traveling, if the vice president will do more work or travel more than the president. So I don't even understand. The president will get 3.1 million, but Jeremiah Kuhn, the vice president, will get 3.2 million. I don't understand where the math came from. That's a shame. That's a shame. So you can know that the budget does not reflect the reality. You can see the budget, you know that it does not cover the truth. That means the president might have some hidden money in other places. Because there's no way the president will sit down and allow himself to get 3.1 million and allow Jeremiah to get 3.2 million. That means they are hidden money on other parts in the budget that the president is going to take. You can see it's clear. Look at Speaker Rachel Nangwe-Kun, 1.8 million. Where is that guy going to get 1.8 million in your office? What are you doing with 1.8 million? 1.8 million. You only can't get your Lawrence less than $1 million. Even the ones I ain't even sure. That means they get somewhere money headed somewhere for them. It doesn't make sense. It don't make sense. Because you only will take less than $1 million while the speaker is taking 1.8. It doesn't make sense. You can see the budget has a lot of flaws in it. You can see it does not reflect the reality. Deputy Speaker Thomas Fala, 1.4 million. What are you doing with 1.4 million? Where is Deputy Speaker Thomas Fala going? What 1.4 million to do what? To go live on your farm? Or to go build another university? Why 1.4 million, my people? 1.4 million when the hospital does not even have beds. But look at the money. The Chief Justice, 261,000. You can see the flaws in the thing. You can see the president is the head of the executive branch. He got 3.1 million. The speaker is the head of the House of Representatives. They get 1.8 million. The pro tempore, the head of the Senate. I mean, the vice president is the head technically, but the head of the Senate is the Senate pro tempore. She get less than 1 million. Then you got the Chief Justice, that is the head of the judiciary, get 201,000. Does that reflect reality, my people? Look at the budget. This is a summary of it. Does it reflect reality? The answer is no. But look at for the fiscal year. For the fiscal year, just for 6 offices is $10.8 million. Just for 6 offices. For 6 offices, $10.8 million. The $10.8 million is not even going to youth. That's not even what the youth will get. But 6 offices get $10.8 million. $10.8 million. And then look at some public referral hospitals. Look in the country, look at public referral hospital. Martha Tubman Hospital in Grand Jude, they got 100,000. For some, they got 100,000. But the deputy speaker got 1.8. There's 1.8. I mean, the deputy speaker got 1.4, the speaker got 1.8. But the hospital got 100,000. Government hospital in Grand Bassa get 200,000 when Jeremiah Kuhn, the vice president, get 3.2 million. And where are we heading, my people? How can one man get more money than the institution? How can one office get more than a whole institution so take care of thousands of people? It is sickening. Let me take the thing off this place. It is very, very sickening. It is very, very sickening, Liberian people. When you see this thing, you can know that the youth is not being captured. Youth have not even been included in those things. But one office taking 1.4 million, 1.8 million. 3.something million, 2.something million. But the youth are not captured. But the youth constitutes 74% of Liberian population. But the youth themselves, they don't even care because they allow themselves to be used by politicians. They allow themselves to politicians gather them in pockets to go and say one long struggle tomorrow. Is that how you're going to live? Is that how your generation is going to live? Is that how you set the pace for your children? Then you are heading nowhere. You are heading nowhere. So, civil society groups can do things to improve the country. They can do things to empower the youth. Civil society group is not too late. You can turn back the hand. You can go back and start doing the right thing. Civil society group are supposed to operate as a non-for-profit or non-political advisor. That's how you're supposed to operate. The Federation of Liberian Youth, the Press Union of Liberia, all of those civil society groups that are existing in Liberia, you must operate as a non-political advisor. You help government to make the best decision, and you can guide the leadership through evidence-based report. Your report, when your report has evidence practices, the government will listen. You can demand the government through public policy recommendations. You can provide public policy recommendations to the government. When you are a non-political entity, the government can listen. You can provide advocacy through dialogue. Like I tell you, advocacy through dialogue. You go to the government, make a request, and they say no. You can take to the street. You can take to the street through a peaceful gathering. The Constitution allows that. You can peacefully assemble to petition your government. Get the youth. When you go there, your advocacy, that continual advocacy will lead to dialogue. The government will have no option but to dialogue with you. They can do that. And you can also contribute to monetary evaluation. When they say, oh, time for WIAC, especially in Liberia, they say time for WIAC. Man, all the protos using the opportunity now to go exploit those children. All the protos now will knock us. See, all the protos, everybody want to be proto. Everybody want to go monitor, evaluate, exam. Everybody want to go be working in the school for that day. Damaging the future of the children. The children cannot independently write their exam because you collect money, you eat that money, but then the children, remember the money you are taking for that one, somebody else is taking it for your own child. Somebody else is taking it for your own child. So just the way those children brains are empty, your child brain will be empty too. Then when you get sick, you go to the hospital and say the nurse don't know nothing. How do you know something when you could not make them to do the right thing? Because if the child go to school, we understand that examination is not the best form of evaluation, but it is one for now. It's one of the most appropriate one that we got. It's one of the ones that we can trust right now. So if the child say they have gone through the walls of high school, it is the government exam that will show that yes, they have met the requirement. They have fulfilled the requirement. But if you allow them to go and you do the answers for them as proctor, as instructor, as teacher, you provide the answers to your students. And the student go and get division 1, division 2, they pass with distinction. What have you done to your generation? Remember that student that you took the money from to make sure that he passed when you were proctor, when you were examiner, when you were a test evaluator, when you were marking the paper. Somebody say you collected money from the school and passed that school. That money that you collected, remember that child that you just passed, that child is going to go to TNI MA tomorrow. They're going to go to AM doctorate tomorrow, and they're going to bribe their way, and they'll become a doctor. When you are sick in the hospital, that child are coming to work on you. The empty-headed child is going to be the one who can't get you surgery. Then you see, when you wake up from the surgery, you will never stand no more. The day you leave that bed, you will never be able to walk again because you did something in the past that's affecting you today. To every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Don't think because you did it to somebody else, it's not going to come after you. It will have a trigger-down effect. That's why it's called trigger-down effect. It might not affect you, but it might affect your children or your generation to come. It trigger down. So if you think that, oh yeah, they wire, I got 200,000, I got 300,000. Okay, yeah, you eat the 200,000. But those students that you ate the 200,000 for, some of them are going to become doctors. Some of them will become nurses. When you go to the hospital, they say give the man the amount of drip. They go and give you 4 drip. They over drip you, you die. And because you didn't make them to do the right thing. But if they study, they pass. they will understand the value of education. They'll begin to implement the value. Liberians, we are lacking behind so many things. Corruption is not only in government. Let us not look at, oh, government, they want government. No. Look at yourself as an individual. Are you corrupt? You are corrupt even from the neighborhood, even from your houses. You are corrupt. If you are corrupted from your house, because they say charity begins at home and end broadly outside there. So when you start the corruption from whom, you being corrupt from whom, you will take it to the street. So today we don't have good doctors. We don't have good. Good lawyers. We don't have good social workers. We don't have qualified teachers because somebody somewhere along the line collected money from those people. That's what happened. That's what happened. When you take money from them, you think you have done well, but you have hurt society. So, fellow Liberians, a nation rises or falls based on strength of the voices holding its leadership accountable. Civil society is not a luxury. It is the backbone of democracy. When those groups stand tall, corruption shrinks. When they speak boldly, leadership becomes more responsible. When they advocate for the youth, the nation moves forward. But when civil society goes silent, Liberia suffers. Your youth sink deeper into unemployment crisis, into addiction epidemic, and hopelessness. Our public institution becomes weak, our democracy becomes fragile, and our leaders operate without guidance or moral pressure. Tonight, the conversation was not just to critique or to criticize. It is a call to action. It is a reminder that Liberia needs stronger, independent, fearless civil society groups that are ready to challenge, to advise, to educate, and to advocate for the future of the nation depend on it. Let us demand better form of leadership from those who claim to represent the people. Let us push for stronger voices, clearer recommendations, and genuine advocacy. And most importantly, let us empower the youth to become active players in shaping Liberia's future. Liberia can rise, but only if the voices of civil society rise with it. I want to say thank you for taking your time. Thank you for following our channel tonight. Thank you for commenting, for sharing our live, for following our video. Some of you that are constantly doing this, we understand that most podcasts in Liberia, especially in the Liberian community, when people not cussing man cuss, when people not saying reckless things against people, when people not blackmailing people, you don't find a lot of people following the channel. You don't find a lot of people watching it. People won't see drama. People won't see wrong things happening. But we are decent people. We will advocate through decency. We will advocate through the right channel. We will not use any abusive language here. We will say the right thing that needs to be said. We will hold government accountable by their actions. We will do the best that we can do. We are doing our piece, and we are leaving the rest for you guys to do it. So I want to say thank you for following our page. Thank you for subscribing with us. Thank you for following. We pray we'll put the next topic up. You're going to be able to follow. You're going to be able to give your recommendations. You're going to be able to share this video on your pages so that people can see it, can get to the rightful authority. Somebody somewhere will see it and they will know we are saying the right thing. Like I said in the past, we are open to having panelists, people that have interest in making their voices heard. Their voices heard, we are open up. You can come on and give your your view, you can come and form part of our discussion. We appreciate the time. We have some comment here, but we're not able to display a lot of comment because we were trying to provide more information to our people. And I want to say thank you guys for joining. We appreciate and we have a lot of love for you guys. We are praying, looking for the rightful people to join us, regardless of your political affiliation, regardless of your political party. We are open up. We want people to join us on this platform. Come and give your view. Come and give your opinion on issue. You can be for any political party. If you feel that you can justify your party, you can justify the action of your party, come and do it. Let the Liberian people be the judge. If you feel that the other party is not doing better than your party, they come on the platform, come and talk about it. Let the Liberian people be the judge. So we are advocating for a lot of these things. We are so happy. Somebody says 17 years old in America get jobs and car. It's true. 17 years old got jobs and car. In America, 17 years old. Yeah, they got jobs, they got car. In fact, the alternate between you are looking for which you want to do. They don't want the one I want. They're not because American got two heads, not because the white people more smarter than the black man, but because they have purpose, because civil society group held the people to their feet. So my people, thank you. Share our live on Facebook, on any social media. I just share it. Let somebody somewhere reach it. We honor you. We say thank you for being part of us. As we go today, let this be a caveat. Let this sound a caveat to all Liberians that civil society group must wake up. Federation Liberian Youth must wake up. The Liberian media must wake up. Other precious group, the Liberian Council of Churches must wake up. Thank you, and God bless you.
From the towering peaks of the Woolajezi Mountain in Lofa County to the golden plains of Bomi River Basin, through the verdant greens of the Sapo National Park, a place where monkeys whisper secrets and pygmy hippos tread unseen, from the valleys to the roaring coasts of Monrovia, Buchanan, Harper, and Robertsport. These are the voices that travel unfiltered, uncaged, and unstoppable. Welcome to the Liberian Voices Unfiltered, the platform where we speak the languages of the land, celebrate the cultures of our people, beat the drums of our tribes, and dance to the rhythms of our identity. This platform is more than just a broadcast. It's a movement, a megaphone for the people. No scripts, no sugarcoating, no stage management, just the truth, pure, bold, and proudly Liberian. Tune in, turn up the volume, and join your host, George Senator Sibo, the Pan-Africanist, shaking the mic, breaking the silence, and speaking for the nation and its people. The Liberian Voices Unfiltered. All hail, Liberia hail. It is raw, it is real, it is authentic. From the bushes to the beaches, this is our voices, our truth, and our story. It must be heard.
You're tuned into the heartbeat of Mama Liberia, where truth meets the people and every voice is heard. This is Liberian Voices Unfiltered.
Oh, we're speaking truth tonight. Liberia, let your voices rise.
From the streets of Monrovia to the hills of Nimba, we're bringing light where the truth's been hindered. Politics and power, let's break it down. We talk the real, no mask, no crown.
Economy shaking, but we still stand tall. Business and trade, we can uplift all. From the youth to the elders, we all gotta say. Unfiltered voices paving the way.
Liberian Voices Unfiltered. Yeah, we tell you how it is, no filter. Liberian Voices Unfiltered. The people's mic, the nation's mirror. From Buchanan to Bong, from Lofa to Cape Town, we talk the truth that really counts. Liberian Voices Unfiltered. Yeah.
So, fellow Liberians, let me say thank you, and have a joyous, wonderful rest of your day. When next we meet, we'll have more information for you. Until then, ciao.